Hello friends, this video on Understanding Elementary Shapes Part 17 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So let us now talk about quadrilateral in more detail, because as I said that in quadrilateral itself you get to see a lot of varieties. So as I discussed, quadrilateral means it is a polygon with four sides. So your blackboard is a quadrilateral, the cover of your book is a quadrilateral, bed is again a quadrilateral because you have four sides, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Your mobile phone is a quadrilateral with four sides. So what is a quadrilateral? Polygon with four sides. So how do we name a quadrilateral? We call it quadrilateral ABCD. Now sometimes when we want to write it in short, we often write it as QUAD, quad ABCD, which means quadrilateral ABCD. But as such, there is no symbol for quadrilateral like how we have it for a triangle. Now, the important parts of quadrilateral would be sides, vertices, angles and diagonals. So here on the screen, we have a quadrilateral ABCD. So can you name the sides of these quadrilateral? Of course, the sides would be AB, BC, CD and DA, the four sides of the quadrilateral. What are the vertices? The 4 points where any two sides meet. So these 4 points are point A, B, C and D. What are the angles? So here angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. So these are the 4 angles of the quadrilateral. What about the diagonals? Diagonals, line segment joining non-adjacent vertices. So which are the non-adjacent vertices? A and C are non-adjacent vertices. Similarly, B and D are non-adjacent vertices. So there are only two diagonal possible, that is AC and BD. So let's now talk about the types of quadrilateral. Now, you might be wondering that all quadrilaterals will have four sides. So now on what basis are we going to differentiate quadrilateral into different types? Well, now what we are going to judge is if all the four sides are equal or not, if all the four angles are equal or not. So depending upon the properties of the sides and the angles, these quadrilaterals are divided into following types. Square is a quadrilateral because it has four sides, but the speciality of square is that all the sides are equal in length, all the angles are equal in measure. So that makes it a square. You talk of a rectangle, here also all the angles are equal, but in this case all sides are not equal. So that is a rectangle. If you talk about a parallelogram, so parallelogram, the name itself comes from parallel. So parallelogram is that quadrilateral where not all angles are equal, but yes, the opposite sides are parallel and equal. So the opposite sides are parallel and the opposite sides are equal. Talk about a rhombus. In rhombus again all the sides are equal. So you might ask that okay, then what's the difference between a rhombus and a square? Now in square all sides are equal plus all angles are equal, but in a rhombus all angles are not equal, only all sides are equal. You also have a trapezium where the opposite sides are parallel but not equal. And the non-parallel sides, like these two sides, these are non-parallel sides but they are equal. So you see, based on the equality of the sides and the angles, we have been able to divide quadrilateral into so many different types. So let us look at the properties of each type of quadrilateral. So we start with a parallelogram. As the name suggests, parallel, it means opposite sides are equal, opposite sides. Now, as the name is parallelogram, that means something is parallel here. And what is that something? The opposite sides. So here opposite sides are equal, but they are also parallel. So that's like the basic thing. The opposite sides are parallel. That is why they are called parallelogram. Also, opposite sides are equal in length. That means this side is equal to this side is equal to this side. Opposite angles are also equal. So if let's name the parallelogram. Let's say ABCD is a parallelogram. So which would be the opposite angle of A? Angle C would be opposite of A. That means angle A is equal to angle C. Similarly, angle B is equal to angle D. So that is what we mean when we say opposite angles are equal. Diagonals bisect each other but not equal. So what would be the diagonals? BD will be a diagonal. Similarly, AC would be another diagonal. So as far as the diagonals are concerned, AC is not equal to BD, but they bisect each other. That means let's say that these two diagonals, they intersect at point O. So they bisect each other. That means one diagonal intersects the other diagonal exactly at the midpoint, such that ODO is equal to OB. Similarly, AO is equal to OC. That is what we mean by bisect. So diagonals length are not equal, but they intersect each other in such a way that they bisect each other. Now, can you think of making a parallelogram on your own? So yes, you can take help of the set square inside your compass box, and using the set square, if you set them like this in this arrangement, you get a parallelogram, because in this case your opposite sides become parallel and equal because both are identical set square. So if you take two identical set square, this is the arrangement that you would get. So in order to make this parallelogram, what we have done, two identical set squares, so this length is equal, this length is equal to this length. So opposite sides are equal. Also, the opposite sides are parallel because the distance between the opposite sides remain constant throughout. So that's how you can make a parallelogram. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.